Hey guys, yo, what is up? I mean, you guys, not these guys. So I wanted to get some better villagers for the trading center here, because that was one of the to-do things on our wall over there. So what I made over here is ooh, weaponsmith, like a little villager selector. So here, I'll demonstrate it on this guy for us. So keep a stack of emeralds on me. Trade. Wait for him to unlock. Let me go to his next one. And I keep doing this all the way to the end of his trades. The weaponsmith gives a diamond sword and a diamond axe. So those are two. Ooh, okay. This guy is. Oh man, this is okay. He's a lot better than the current. Where is he? Weaponsmith we have. Yeah, his sword is just sharpness 2. Wait, yeah, and the axe is just efficiency 2. So we get rid of this dude. And I don't want to keep him, so... Oh, wait, actually, he's not gonna... Yeah, he's just gonna go into one of these slots, so we'll get rid of him in a second. Anyways, then... A weird problem is I noticed that a lot of these pressure plates don't pop back up after I undo them. It's weird. I don't know if it had to do when I think it's because I haven't changed out the villagers in any of these cells since we updated the world anyway, so... Then check to make sure water is placed down there, because that's what sucks up the new villager. Anyways, so since he's one we want to keep, we hit keep. He'll get popped up. Let's see if I can jump up fast enough to watch this. He'll fall, get taken by this water, fall down. There he goes. And drop down into there. And then he'll get picked up by a water stream and placed right there. So we'll come back to him in a second. Anyways, so I knew I needed to go through a lot of these guys to get all the trades and the right enchantments that I wanted, because, you know, I kind of want, like, the perfect villagers, like, really rare ones. Anyways, so I just tossed, like, I don't even remember what it was. It was, like, you know, 10 stacks of carrots, 10 stacks of potatoes, like, 20 stacks of bread into the villager breeder, and just went on a run and came back, and all these guys are, like, you know, popping around, getting nice and intimate down there. And I think even there were probably more, but because I got rid of the glowstone and just put some wood blocks around the side around here, because I realized if it backed up they would start drowning, and I didn't think it would back up this far. So I think all the new villagers just started getting stuck under there and drowning. Yeah. But we have all these guys. What is this anyways? It's going to be hard to get a read because I have a lot of other entities in the area. Okay, so it looks like somewhere around 30 or 40. Dang. Alright, so, yeah, just been going through all these guys one by one, and then once I'm ready for a new one, hit new villager. Let's see if that worked. Let's see, so, oh, okay, that worked pretty well. I have 2 trapdoors here just to kind of keep too many of these guys from coming in at once, so this is probably going to start to fail soon though because of how many we have. Anyway, so then I check the new one, librarian, so trade that. Breaking 1, so that's not that good of a book. Alright, so the big trade that we still need is a Fortune 3. Alright, just did his last trade. No. Okay, so this guy's a dud. So kill, we'll pull this out so you can see we have, let's see if we can get back here. Sticky piston extended, and then on this side there is, oh, this is a much better view. We have a torch, which gets turned off by that button, so that gets retracted, and then the guy just falls out of the world. But if I want to keep him, I pop him up into the water. So yeah, pretty simple system. And then hitting this button opens the fence gates up there for 2 redstone ticks. Anyways, hit the button. Okay, still just one at a time. All the guys with wide aprons I've just been killing because I don't really need them that bad. Probably wouldn't hurt to start opening this gate manually up here. Oh yeah, we got a lot of these guys. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna have to start doing. Anyways, and then clerics. Okay, there we go. There's a weird glitch. I wouldn't call it a glitch. I think it's because these guys are falling on a slime block, when they're still bouncing, for whatever reason, I can't open their trade menu. It's still not good. I have some good. I have all the trades I want, but in the form of 2 clerics. So for clerics, what I'm looking for is one guy who has all the best trades, because this guy has the best redstone trade, and this guy has the best lapis glowstone and bottle loam enchanting. I don't really care about the bottles though. So I'm looking for redstone and lapis glowstone, all in one cleric. And again, like the best of each trade. I think it's 1 emerald for 4 redstone, 1 for 2 lapis, and 1 emerald for 3 or 4 glowstone. So, yeah. And then here's all the librarians I have so far. So I got a really cheap efficiency 5 one. I'm excited about this guy. That's really nice. Silk touch and looting 3, and just 1 guy. So yeah, and pretty cheap trades too, I think. And then this is, yeah, our unbreaking 3 guy. The rest of the trades of these guys are pretty much rubbish. And this guy is fortune 2, so that's the best fortune I've found so far. So we'll replace him with a fortune 3 when we find him. After I get all those, I'm not planning on looking for any more enchanted books from these guys. So I'll only replace one of these guys if I find a cheaper version of the same trade that's already up here. Yep. Oh, and then, did this work? Okay, we got him in the right spot. So here's the new, what was this guy? You guys don't need to see me write all that, but yep, so that's pretty much what I've been doing for today's afternoon. Yeah, so try to get through a few more of these guys, and yeah, I've already gone through like here. Whenever I have to buy something from them, I've been putting it in this chest, so this will kind of give you a gauge of how many I've already went through. Alright, and one thing I did want to show you guys, just because this villager is so cool. I'm actually kind of worried about how close he is to the side. There was one guy earlier where I was trying to fix the pressure plate, or I was doing something in there, and I accidentally nudged him inward a little, and he got pushed into the wall and started suffocating, so I don't know. I should probably go through this thing and put in some glass blocks or something at their head heights to kind of, I don't know, baby-proof it for him. Anyways, this guy, like, 19, the minimum is 18 for wheat, so this guy is just 1 off from being the perfect farmer, but minimum for potatoes, minimum for carrots, minimum for pumpkins, and minimum for melons for an emerald. So this guy, the last farmer, I probably did over 1,000 trades with him to get all the emeralds we needed for the beacons around here. Probably more than 1,000, like thousands. Anyways, the bottleneck when trading is how many emeralds you get per shift click. And the last farmer had like 17 potatoes or something, so I only got 3 emeralds per stack of potatoes that I put in his slot. Now we'll get 4. Last guy had, I think, 13 for the pumpkins or something, so now I'll get, 13 was that, 6? No, that'd be even less. That'd be like 4 or 5 emeralds per click. Now this guy's gonna give 8, so it just makes getting emeralds and trading that much faster when you have a good farmer like this. And this is a really good farmer. Yeah, this is the bug I was talking about. I don't know what to think of this. Just every time I open this guy's inventory, it auto shuts on me. I'm not the one closing this thing out. What I found is that if I let him drop down, because while every one of them is bouncing on the slime block, I can't open their trade. That happens, but now that he's down here, works just like normal. So I don't know, kind of weird stuff. Is this gonna be the guy? Oh, so far so good. Ooh. 2 out of 3? Okay. I found one cleric already that had 2 out of the 3 trades, so Ooh, awesome, we found him. Okay, so when we find him, I've ran into this before where I drop him down and I need to figure out a way to get him back up there. What I do is, okay, so let's clear out some space in the inventory. Take the button. Take that button. Some blocks in here. And then, what do I do next? So yeah, sign there. And then water here. When you can do it? Okay, he's gonna drown himself. For some reason you need 2 water source blocks sometimes for these guys. Anyways, so get them floating up. Slime block back down there. There we go. And then, yeah, just set this thing up like before. Ooh, right, clear out a spot for him. And I figure I should probably explain how this villager thing works for people who weren't around when I built the thing. It's pretty simple as that. There's kind of like some water streams looping through this thing. Like it goes left to right on the top and then right to left on the bottom. Anyways, if I want to keep them looping through the whole thing continuously, I can keep this thing on recycle, so you can see that water stream right there. But if I want to get rid of one, flip it to kill. You can see now there's a hole down to the void there, and any villager that I knock out of the bottom row will get dropped into there. So I'm going to put on recycle. Our cleric went down to the bottom row, which does sometimes happen. There's like a 1 in 10 chance that they won't be picked up by one of these little cells here. This is the design for this I took from Xuma, so I'll link his tutorial. Really good design. Just, yeah, need to kind of baby-proof it for these guys so they don't die. Ooh, also, episode 35. 35 is a tetrahedral number. Those of you, some people might be familiar with triangular numbers, like 1, 3, 6. Like you add, just go look it up. But yeah, 35 is the sum of the first triangular numbers, so yeah, makes it pretty cool. Well, finished sorting through all the adult villagers over there, but looks like these guys are over at the breeder are still at it, so yeah, probably gonna have to go through that again. Anyways, so that's all I have for the villagers this episode. Come on, there we go. All right, so going back to this wall over here, what did I want to do today? There's a few things to go over. So first of all is improvements to the villager trade center. Like, now that I have like most of the villagers over there, like 9 out of the 10 that I actually use regularly are pretty much the best that they could be, so I don't really feel the need to go improving that. Anyways, one suggestion that was made, I don't think it was on, might have been on my last episode, but was to build the animal farms in the Nether, because the passive mob cap wouldn't be shared with the overworld then. As in, only when the Nether is loaded will this farm over here stop working. So yeah, that's actually a really good idea. So we're going to try to pretty up the Nether a little and start planning for that. Something else that I started doing that should be pretty useful. Come way over here. All the glass that I've been getting from the villagers, I've been staining and bringing over here, because I've been marking out the spawn chunks of this world. So this is a simple test you can do to figure out where the spawn chunks are, which is, you know, go about to the center of your world, move 128 blocks away or so, and then just like walk backwards and just throw a ton of blocks out as you go. You know, do that for like 64 blocks or so. Anyways, then leave the area, like run away. So what I did was I used my minecart thing to go to the other side of the island, and then turn my render distance way down. Anyways, what that is supposed to do is unload all the chunks on this side that aren't spawn chunks. So then you wait 5 minutes, run back over here, and all the items that were in the spawn chunks will have despawned because of the 5-minute item timer. Anyway, so the entity processing chunks stop right here. Right here is the chunk border, which means that the redstone processing chunks go out to where these orange blocks are. So I'm going to have one row of orange blocks for where the redstone processing chunks end, and a second row of green glass blocks for where the entity processing chunks end. So I think that'll be pretty cool, and it'll also help in the future for figuring out where we can and can't build things. I love that noise they make when you shift-click a trade. Alright, we should be able to make this. Hopefully not land in the lava. Oh, okay. Crap. Actually, I should probably stop trying that, or else I'll end up hitting the side of that thing and just falling straight down. Dang it. Alright, so we got our sort of like redstone processing outline of the spawn chunks finished. Something weird that did happen today when I was logging in is I do have 2 Minecraft accounts, a camera account, which I'm in right now for some reason, I'll explain that, and a normal account, and that's Redstone Jazz. This one's called, here, yeah, there we go, Camera Jazz. Anyways, I tried to log in with this account, but I couldn't remember the password, so I just gave up and went back with Redstone Jazz. But when I logged in, even though every attempt said, or at least I thought it said I failed to log in, it still logged me back in as Camera Jazz, but the inventory was same as the last time I logged in. That's right? Like, if I log in with a different player, shouldn't the inventory change, or? I don't know. Maybe I'm just crazy. Alright, and I want to do green for the entity processing outline, so I believe we get green dye by doing this. Yep, this should work. Yeah, this one's better. So this is complete coincidence, but the last, line of blocks here, or the edge of the chunk that processes entities, pretty much when we're away from this area, happens to be 1 block further than the beacon effects. Well, the inner beacon's effects. See, move over this line here. Yep, there we go. So then we get the jump and the speed boost. So awesome. This will kind of like, I don't know, have 2 purposes as well. Kind of like knowing where the beacons affect and where we can pretty much build stuff that needs entities to be able to move around and stuff. Actually, never mind. I just realized because these spawn chunks actually aren't centered at the center of our island. They're centered like 6 blocks south and like 3 blocks east, if I remember, or something like that. So this green thing will only represent like this particular edge of the beacon effect range. But yeah, still kind of funny. Uh-oh. I checked all the villagers out beforehand, and there were like 15 in a row that were duds. I wanted to see them all explode like that. You guys gotta shoot, though. You can't be hanging out down here. Sorry. It's not personal. Well, I guess it kind of is, because you guys had bad trades, which I personally didn't want. Alright guys, look at this. It's the Skyblock Island, all its glory. So I finished all the spawn chunk borders. Took like 2 or 3 stacks worth of emeralds of trading to get all the glass, but yeah, I think it looks pretty cool. Dope stuff. Anyways, way up here, this, as soon as we get the elytra, you guys, this is where I'm going to jump off and fly around. I can't wait for that. What was kind of funny is it turns out this iron farm, the very last block of it right here is on the edge of the entity processing chunks. So I happen to build everything like within the entity processing chunks within like 1 block of the edge. Yeah, I was worried that this thing wasn't going to be inside for a second. But yeah, so here's all the stuff. Here, let's try this. So throw 1 towards the animal farm, 1 towards the center, 1 off that way, and just hope that one hits something. Oh, okay, thank God. Alright, here we are. Oh, this is weird. How do I get out of this? Ha! Don't worry guys, we're almost done with the villager breeder here. I just wanted to put some final touches on it because I decided I wanted the little sorting system to be permanent. So what I did was I put a little glass area there so we can kind of see when there's villagers building up in there. And then I also added kind of a villager overflow light. So if we hop up here, tried to make that a little safer too. Some tripwire in here, so when the villagers back up really far, it will turn on this light here, so there's some sort of indicator that we need to get on sorting these guys. And then I sealed this off in a way that they can't really pop out of here anymore. They shouldn't have been able to pop out before, but I'm guessing because there were so many in there, some weird stuff was going on. Anyways, and this feels kind of cruel, but it will never back up past here because villagers will drown in this part right here. Kind of an easy solution to stopping this thing from backing up any further, but yeah. If we hop up here, you can see, exact same thing. I tried to make this, I guess I didn't need to make this sealed too, but yeah, did that too. Anyways, and then, same setup down here. And then I keep a chest here now with all the items that I used to unlock these guys. The coal comes from the Wither Skeleton farm, by the way. Yeah, so you pick next, and then... You guys have seen the drill. You guys have probably seen more than enough of this thing this episode. But then, last thing I just wanted to... I don't know. I'm proud of all the better trades I got, so I kind of wanted to go through them. But we have Efficiency 5 for 25 emeralds, including 3 is... 12 or something, 14. Unbreaking, that's only, we got this one down to, yeah, like 12, so this one's really cheap. Still no Fortune 3. Still no Fortune 3. Silk Touch is down. Oh, and this guy has Power 5 too, so I figure that will be nice for bows. 12 emeralds for the Silk Touch. We have the Perfect Cleric. Really good chest plate, really good axe and sword, and really good pickaxe. And, like, a super, super close to perfect farmer here. This farmer's like a 1 in 900 chance about of getting him, and then a completely perfect farmer would be something like 1 in 4,000-ish of getting, at least for our purposes. What are these guys doing down here? I think that guy is supposed to be up there. Oh, maybe 18 emeralds. What I did was when I found the same villager who just... Oh. He's supposed to be up there. Okay. I'll fix that. Anyways, but with the last few minutes, I wanted to get started on the next sort of project in the Nether, which is going to be kind of 2 parts. One is building the animal farm in there, but I also kind of want to straighten things up in here, because I don't like how we have it set up right now, because it's kind of just like this platform forced into, yeah, just this random part of the Nether. What is that guy doing over there? I don't know. I kind of want to make it look like I built this more with the flow of the nether terrain, so probably try to terraform this area a little. Put some fences there. I'll put some curtains and drapes and some nice pillows and, you know. You guys know those like reality TV shows where contractors go in, like do a makeover for somebody's house, comes out all super nice, and they bring the family in, the family all freaks out and, you know, starts tearing up when they see the new house? Yeah. I was trying to figure out how to make some joke about that in this, since it's kind of similar, like totally redid the nether here. I couldn't think of one, it's way too late. But yeah, so this is kind of what I've been trying to do. I don't really like the nether, and especially in this world, because it's not that skyblocky. But, I don't know, I guess I'm trying to make it look nicer than the rest of the world as sort of like incentive to come in the nether more often. Can you throw an ender pearl through... Huh. Alright, okay. Does that mean when I go through this, the ender pearl is gonna hit the ground or something? And, huh, that's weird how it just disappeared. That's really weird. Well, anyways, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, yeah, so I'm pretty much gonna be calling it quits for the episode here. We'll do a lot more work in here next episode and take care of the animal farms and everything. The one thing I did want to ask you guys is what to do with the ceiling, because I don't do a lot of just purely artistic design in the worlds, and this is somewhere where I wanted to sort of, I don't know, build something with a bit more of a, I don't know, do something artistic with the style of this world, so I was thinking like, I don't know, leave a suggestion if you have any ideas for what to do with the roof, just anything but like pixel art. One idea I had that seemed pretty cool is we kind of have like the glowstone every 6 blocks here on the bottom, and as you guys know, I do a lot of stuff with cellular automata, and I think it'd be cool to kind of pretend simulate cellular automata with the pixels in the roof, if that makes sense. Like have prismarine blocks be like the alive cells, and a darker prismarine block, or like the sea lanterns be the other type of cell. And I don't know, I guess I'm just looking for a way to nerd out with the ceiling, or I don't even know what I'm thinking at this point in the night. Alright, but thanks for watching, you guys. Yeah, I wanted to do something in the nether so it didn't feel like all we did was villager stuff this episode, so here you go. Alright, I'll see all you guys later with another video, so thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Okay, good night.